Welcome to Lesson 1. In this lesson, I'm going to familiarize you with the Smart features and with the toolbar and icons in Smart Notebook. Before I even begin, I want to take you to my desktop to show you what the Smart Notebook icon looks like, in case you don't know. You'll click on that to get to this untitled Smart Notebook page. Of course, when you open yours, you'll just have a blank page that looks like this. Over on the side, you'll see your tabs, such as your page sorter. This allows you to look at all the pages that you have created on your Smart document. The gallery will allow you to go through and find and search for pictures, interactive and multimedia, notebook files and pages, and backgrounds and themes. You also can create your own content, and you can search for lessons in Smart Exchange, which is on the internet, and you can search for any subject area, grade, level, and so forth. So there's a lot of information in Smart Exchange. The paperclip will allow you to insert other documents into this notebook, and the reason this is nice is because this will allow you to become more organized. Instead of having to look for files on your computer, you can actually insert them into your notebook. The Properties tab gives you the opportunity to create a little bit more of a nicer looking document. It will allow you to change the color of your background, and it will allow you to record your pages. You can create transparent objects. You can change the properties of your lines and so forth. So we'll talk more about that in later lessons. This tab is your Smart Response tab, and here you can create quizzes. If you do not see this icon, it means that you do not have Smart Response downloaded, that software, onto your computer, so it's not a big deal if you don't see that. Up here at the top, these are the icons that you will use most often. Some of them you may or may not see on the top of your page, and if you don't, that's okay, because later on I'll show you how to get more icons or get rid of the ones that you have that you don't want. If you notice, as I hover over each icon, a name of that icon shows up, so it'll allow you to know what the name of that is and what that does. Here, of course, is your previous page button. Because there isn't a next page, this is shaded, so it doesn't look like you can click on it, and you can't. But if I went to my previous page, notice that it's now colored and my previous page is shaded, and so that'll allow me to go to my next page. This will allow me to add a page, open a file, save my document. I can paste material that I've copied. I can undo anything that I've done to mess up. Um, these two are shaded, but I can redo and delete objects. I can show or hide my screen shade. So if I want to show it, I can click on it. If I want to hide it, I can click on it. I can also move it up and down and X out here if I want to. This icon will pull me to full screen so that I do not see my page sorter on the side, and I can get to my tools from here if I wanted to do that. Also, if I want to go back to where I was, I can click on that again. This is a transparent background, and to be perfectly honest, I'm not exactly sure what the purpose of the transparent background is, but when I click on it, it will take me to just my desktop. And you'll notice that I have other um, some math tools down here, like a compass and a protractor, a ruler. And so maybe this would be nice if you were doing some math. Maybe if you're on a website and you wanted to measure things. for all of you math coaches out there, you probably have real good ideas for this. And if I wanted to exit that, I could do that. This allows me to have dual screen where I can show two screens at one time. And if I wanted to get rid of it, I could just click on it again. Here I can capture, and I'll show you more about the capture later, but this would let me take pictures on the internet and insert them into my Smart Notebook lesson. The capture tool is one of my favorite tools. The Smart Document Camera is really probably not something you'll use because most of us have the Lumens document cameras, and so this icon is something that you might want to actually even move away from your toolbar. This icon will insert tables. These two you may or may not see on your toolbar because it is part of the response system. And so you can insert your questions and start your assessment with these two icons. The select button is probably a button that will become very important to you because you'll notice that you'll use that a lot in order to move objects around in case you had your pen selected and you're finding that you can't move anything around because you're drawing with your finger or something on your smartboard. Just click on your select button and allow you to move objects, or maybe you're creating shapes and then you forgot to click on your select button afterwards and you just keep creating shapes over and over again. Just look and see if the select button is selected, because that might be your problem. Here's your pen tool, your creative pen, and here you've got really cool pens that you can write with, and the kids would like that. There's like happy faces that you can do. It's really neat. You probably will not see the smart recorder. This is what is helping me create this lesson for you. So I've dragged this into my toolbar. Um, so if you don't see that, that's no big deal because I'll show you how to get to that later. This is an eraser, and here it just gives me an eraser to erase any content that I want to erase. I have my line tool, my shape tool. This will do the shape recognition pen, which I'll show you later. The magic pen is a really neat function, and your fill tool and your text. And so if you wanted to create text, you can do that as well. Notice that there's an arrow which gives you some more functions. You've got your properties and you have your measurement tools. So there's even more tools than this that you can choose from, and we'll talk about those tools at a later time. But as you can see, there's lots of different things that you can do with the Smart Notebook. And this is just to familiarize you with just the basic features that you have to choose from when creating a Smartboard lesson.